Hey, look at that, I'm live. Let's see. Let's see if there's anyone in the chats. Hopefully everyone can hear me. I don't see anyone watching right now. I decided to just stream. I really have nothing like to show or say, uh, except we're gonna be talking about Scott Zirkland and what I feel about his leaving, his hiatus. Anyways, but before we get into that, I got my masculine mug, or I guess it's my Anna mug. And I'm drinking the tea that Christopher Runciman sent me, the maple tea. Put a little bit of cinnamon. I did a little video. Um, I haven't uploaded yet, but it's me making tea, me making the maple tea. Um, I still need to edit it, but I thought, you know what, I'll do a little stream. Uh, hold on. It's still morning. For me, it's still morning, so I'm still kind of just getting my bearings. Um, I do have my workstation here. And I was debating whether to just like show what I'm working on or show my face. Let's see, because this can be boring. But there might be a guest soon. Oh, that reminds me. I need to send out the link. And I forgot. I can't do it straight from here. Hey, Chris. I'm drinking the maple tea that you sent. Ah, maple goodness. Yeah, I ate all the treats. All the. I thought I still had the lollipop, but I forgot. Yeah, I ate that last night. Yes, I'm just doing a regular casual stream. Nothing really exciting happening. Phil said he might hop on, but I realized I didn't send him the link. I'm trying to see if I can drop it here in. Oh, okay. It's been a while. Did that work? Okay, yeah, they're just. Anyways, but I thought as long as I'm coming on, I'll put a clickbaity title. And talk a little bit about Scott. What I feel about him just taking a hiatus, which doesn't matter, but it's nothing like really controversial. I think it's pretty great. But what I really want to do is promote his Patreon because that's getting a little bit of a mobile haul as well. Okay, bunch of messages. But it's still there, so you can still support him, and he's going to be uploading videos, uh, some more behind the scenes stuff, and just talk about what's coming next. So he did do an exclusive Patreon video where he talked a little bit about his this distracted me. We should. We need to do something. Anyways, so Scott's Patreon. He did a video where he talks about what he's gonna be doing and why he decided to kind of step back, and and he's not leaving. He's just taking a break for a little bit. But he does say in the video how long. I don't remember if he said it in the video he uploaded in for everyone, but so, so just I want to encourage people to go join the Patreon. So that way you see all the stuff that he's doing or is gonna be doing. So the Patreon did some of the tiers did change a bit. I think he dropped some of the bigger ones. By at the $2 tier, you can watch the videos and I think comment, watch what he posts there, so you can at least see all the updates. I'm at the $5 tier. I think at that tier you get like some discount codes that still work. So I'll just go and grab them when I'm gonna get something from his shop. And I think at the $10 tier, I have to double check. I think that one you can get one-on-one or live streams that he does like privately. I'm not sure if they're one-on-one or group or. So yeah, so I encourage people to go check out his Patreon, and he will be back, and he does talk about that in the exclusive Patreon video he did. I've been just kind of playing it up like I'm upset or mad that Scott left or heartbroken. It's like at first it's a little like a sad news, but like, oh no, he's coming back. He needs a break, and like he said, he hadn't taken a break in 8 years, so it's fine. That's very cool, and I'm glad people are very supportive of him. Speaking of supporting fellow artists, Philip Chandler did a stream last night. He talked about just some stuff that's going on with bedbugs. So he might be doing selling prints. I think he's oh, there's Phil, and there's the link is there, Phil, if you want to hop on just in time, because I was just gonna talk about you so you can come on and tell us how we can support you. And Christopher wants us to talk about oh yeah. Yeah, Christopher wants us to talk about the calendar. Yeah, that's fine. Like I know Chris is gonna stream in a little bit, so I didn't want to like interrupt that. Like this is just kind of like I just want to hang out for a little bit, even if it's just like for like 10, 20 minutes, and we can talk about that, Phil. Because we can talk about that calendar Christopher wants us to do. As I sip my maple tea from my masculine mug. Where's my tablet? Oh, it's way over there. Let me see. There should be a link there. I'll post it again. And if anyone else wants to hop on for a little bit, no problemo. Acid Lace. Sorry, I didn't say hi. But hey, haven't seen you in a while. So. And it just came from Scott's video. So yes, pictures. Of course, he's coming back. He is coming back. Of the way he ended that video, it reminded me of a Spider-Man dumping his costume in the trash can and walking away. You're like, oh, that's cool. It's fitting. I want to know if he's gonna keep the coat when he comes back. It's because he said something in his Patreon exclusive. Interesting. I see. I just want people to go join, to go sign up for the Patreon. I should put up a link. Let me go grab my. Oh, never mind. We have a guest. We have a special
There we go.
Canada exclusive.
Hey.
We got full Canada.
I told you I'm a little bit. I'm a little frumpy today. I just mopped my bedroom floor, so.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so that when you hopped in the chats, I was just about to talk about that a little and how people can help you with that.
Yeah. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, just give me a little bit of time to kind of get that ready. I got to work the next 2 days. I've got a new bed frame supposed to be delivered today. So I thank you, Chris. So yeah, I'll work on that over the next few days. There might not be a link up until like early next week, but it's coming. So I want to get some prints made and ready to go. I got to figure out how to do the shipping and that. So just so things are kind of up and ready to set to go. So, yeah.
Post your address in the chat so people can send you stuff. Hold on.
Oh, my audio is really low. I can't hear you. 1 second.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I can. Yeah. I had it down way too low on my end.
I was saying I'll just post your address in the chat so people can send you stuff. Hold on.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. It's still early for you too, right? It's gonna be noon for me in a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, we're an hour ahead, so it's 12:30 here now.
Oh, okay. That's right.
So yeah.
Yeah, I blame Vic because he got me all riled up. I was like, I want to go stream now.
Well, he came on for like what, I think 10 minutes, and then I popped in to say hi just as he was clicking off. So okay, I guess. But he's done that before. He comes in and his streams are always really, really short. So I don't know.
Yeah.
He's young and on the go, I guess.
He dropped the link and I was like, okay, I'll go get some water and turn on everything, and I hopped on. He's gone. Like, where is it? All right.
So I don't know how much you're joking here about this idea for this calendar. I started thinking about.
Well, I mean, that was Chris that brought it up, but like that's actually not a bad idea. I was thinking like maybe if we could that might be a way to get people involved where we draw a thing for the calendar that you can I don't know how calendars work, how you put them together and everything, but you can sell that, so so you'll have people's arts in there and just have the theme, so you can draw and Chris
I have some nice programs here. I can make some nice I can take pictures and drawings and kind of make some nice collages. I mean, I can do that with Photoshop. But I have a couple of nice programs and kind of put things like that together on a page, so I can make something for each month. I can take October, and I can do like a whole Halloween theme for that if need be, right? So I can do
what my friend Ronnie Gunter, I don't know if you've seen his channel and stuff, but he does horror comic reviews. But what he did once was doing, I think what he did like a month of or a year, I guess for each holiday he did a horror themed version of it.
Okay, all right, yeah.
And he was selling, like, you could buy because he was doing digital, so you could buy like the digital high res of it on his coffee or Kofi. But what he had, I don't know if he did it, but what he had planned on doing was taking those, and then he was going to make a calendar, and the calendar was going to be a physical product. So that might be something where, like, if you want to put up like either a Patreon or a coffee, where, like, if you support at this tier, you get a high res digital image for the month.
Okay.
And then like that can be compiled into something.
Right.
Calendar or book or something. That
Chris made a good point here, and that's I was actually just gonna mention that, and yes, I was actually just thinking that this wouldn't be for something until later on. I need to get some print. This is kind of first. I got to get this all organized. But that's what I was thinking. It'd be kind of nice for a 2024 calendar. I don't know, but
yeah, well, I mean that would be
that'd be something I can do later. Because there's also, after this, there's also still the I'm still doing the thing for the comic, the 100s. So the comic for that, which I can't really get to for another couple of weeks. So yeah, for a half year. Yeah, you could do a good 6 month.
A 6 month calendar.
Yeah.
You're like those maple leaves in the. Oh, if anyone would want that.
You never know.
Chris really wants that calendar to happen.
That's in the future. Yeah. Hi, Dee Dee.
Hi. Did you see Scott's video? His goodbye video? His dramatic goodbye video. Is it too dramatic? You don't want to talk about
goodbye for now video.
Oh, did you see Scott's goodbye video? My audio go out?
It'll be. What's funny about that is a few weeks ago, I forget, I was in a live with him, and I commented that I love his set, that whole set that he's built. I think is so amazing, and he said he had plans to expand it. He was going to do something more with it. He was going to be reworking it and doing something more with it, but he didn't kind of say too much. But I was like, I said that's really cool, because I'm dying to see what he's going to do. I kind of wish I could have done something like that.
Yeah, he had a really cool set. So in his Patreon exclusive video, he doesn't go into a lot of detail, but he does talk about like that set's not going to be there, but there's going to be a new set. So I'm curious to see what he's actually gonna do with that, because I know someone was asking me, is he like getting rid of the lab coat? I'm not sure. Just going on what he said, in that video. It's a maybe not the lab coat, but the overall feel of it. But he said he'll be making he'll be updating like Patreon exclusive videos, and he's got a a video coming up. I'm not sure when, but because the video I saw was like 2 days ago. But where
yeah.
he talks a little bit more about it. So yeah. I think it'll be Hugh Hefner's Grotto kind of a look. Just kidding.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work. Oh wait, hold on. That's a lot of work. I don't even do face-to-face lives except rarely. Yeah. Yeah, and I was because I just wanted to come on and shoot the breeze for a bit. So like, should I show my face or show what I'm working on? But like, man,
yeah.
just geez.
I still had more work I wanted to do with this. I had plans for right there underneath that shelf. I was going to see if I could get one of those die cut 3-dimensional signs with my name and logo on. I was going to put back there, and there was going to be more stuff on the wall. And I really wanted this to look like a studio set kind of thing. And and also with this facing wall, so if I ever turn the camera around, you get the view, which you can't see now behind the camera, but I had things I was going to put up all over here. There's going to be another sign up there. And I really kind of wanted this to make an area to encourage me to start making videos and make something that looks entertaining. So
yeah, that's why I started putting more stuff here, so it looks a little bit more professional. Like certificates and like some art prints here that I've gotten.
See, when I growing up in like 70s and 80s, I was really big into like watching a lot of B movies and B monster movies, and they always had these hosts on. And like there was Sir Graves Ghastly, and then there was Superhost from Channel 43, which I used to love watching. And they had these big fun sets, and they, during the little segues between the commercials and the movie, they would make announcements, or they'd talk about something, talk about the movie, or talk about something going on locally in the city, and they'd show pictures from kids. And I loved that stuff. I remember being young saying, that's what I want to do for a living. I was nuts, but so I thought, I've always kind of had that in the back of my head, which is why I thought I'd love to kind of make this big fun area that would be like a big studio where I could do stuff in and have my own little show, so to speak. But
yeah, so I
hopefully
tried anything like that, but it does like to keep it up all the time, and takes work.
Chris, it's so funny you said that. Seriously, my mom used to say that. Did you ever watch that? Because we picked it up in London. Superhost is the host with the most.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever said that, but I remember my mom used to say that. She used to come up with some funny little things. But yeah, I used to love watching Superhost every Saturday afternoon. He just passed away last year, the guy that did that. Marty, I can't think of his name.
I don't know.
Marty something. I'm drawing a blank on his name. And oh yeah, Chris did watch him. Yeah, every Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
He had hung up the costume for years and years, and then his social media came up and people started writing him. He started making conventions and he put the suit back on and was just kind of starting to get back out into the circuit. And I mean, he was 80 something, and then he just passed away about a year and a half ago. So sad to hear that. Yeah. But
yeah, it reminds me of the Lone Ranger actor, the original actor. He liked going to cons dressed up, and
I remember that. Yeah,
but we're like, no, you can't, because we're gonna make a movie, and people are gonna think you're in it. Yeah. So they took him to court. So instead of wearing the mask, he wore these huge sunglasses.
Oh, was that right?
So they couldn't say anything, but he loved it. He loved going out dressed up, and all kids or what? I guess adults that grew up watching him loved it. And I was like, man, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, I think he did. I mean, he was already pretty old, so I know he passed away. Don't know. Oh, a lot of nice things going on in the chats, everyone.
Yeah, everybody's chatting away.
It's doing what comes natural. Okay. I'll let them discuss that.
Hour and a half. Is Chris? You're doing a show today, I guess, in an hour and a half or so.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I'll put it. Sometimes I don't. I put it on the background. Sometimes, like I know, sometimes I'll pop in and I'll be busy doing some other things, and I won't always be able to kind of type anything. But I do have it on the background just about every day.
Okay.
So
I try to pop in. I can't always stay that long, and sometimes I can't even have it in the background. But I try to check it out. Wednesdays are usually when I'm not home, but I will have my phone and I'm like, oh, Chris is live. Yeah. But usually when I'm having lunch, because I go to the Toastmasters, and when I'm coming out of it, we're going to get some lunch like right across the street, and then I see Chris is like, oh man, I can't hop on. I was like, and I left this on. I would say I agree, Terry. We don't always agree.
You got no stream. Terry says, I wish I was doing a show. I got no stream. Does the streaming not work?
No, she's got no Steam.
See, I'm sorry. I read that as stream. I need glasses. Oh, I got no Steam.
Fun fact, I don't think I ever said this live or anything, but I used to wear like the black thick horn rim glasses.
Okay,
yeah. I purposely chose those because of Clark Kent.
Oh, is that right?
I was like, I want this glass. I want to look like Clark Kent. And yeah.
I think I'm going to eventually. I have readers. Sometimes I have to read up close, but I think I'm going to have to get my eyes checked one of these days.
What? That's pretty impressive that you haven't had gotten glasses up until now. Like your eyes are that good. Mine
yeah.
Shoddy.
It's expensive too. Like I probably do have to for distance, but while I'm thinking about it, Dee Dee, did you? I was thinking about you yesterday, Dee Dee, because I remember you asked me a couple of questions to ask Enrique, but Enrique was sick, so we didn't do my regular. I didn't do my regular stream yesterday, but I wrote it down, and I was even going to try and ask him, but I think he was really not well, so Enrique kind of just went right to bed afterwards, and but I jotted it down. So if I think of it, it was regarding Skillshare and the changes they're making to Skillshare, because Enrique has a Skillshare account. So, there they are.
I can't see through it all.
I'll make sure we're going to do it again next week. So I'll make sure I wrote it down. I'll make sure I ask him again next week.
Oh, cool.
Hello, Jim.
Yeah, I think you mentioned that last time. The Skillshare is like making changes, and that sounded like something. Man, like I wish I was a little bit more professional, where I could like make some videos, but for Skillshare, but I know it needs to be like a course. What can I teach people? This is how you accessorize goggles.
They're very Skillshare. I mean, it's like YouTube, but you pay a monthly subscription, and it's very much more formalized. You have to make really polished videos if you want to be on Skillshare. Like if you put up something that doesn't look high quality, they actually tell you to take it down or they'll remove it. So it's I had put together. I'd started making. I was about more than three quarters of the way through doing a whole Procreate video about 2.5 years ago, and then Procreate updated the program and made some big changes and stuff where I had done like full episodes on explaining where things are and how they work. And then I realized they combined this and moved it over there. And I was like, the whole thing was just, I was like, I give up. If I'm going to keep doing this and they keep making changes, I'm not going to do this. So I ended up not doing it. And I never did kind of go back to Skillshare, but they changed their payout, the way they pay their
they're not paying
the creators. And apparently people are saying that they were seeing like almost 50% cut in their payout. So they've really they kind of, I don't know, I think they kind of screwed them around on that.
Oh yeah,
it's
Christopher, and Chris is really promoting our saucy calendar.
I'm going to maple sauce.
Is this the Phil and Frank show or the Frank and Phil show? We're still
show.
That's what I should have called this stream. So because I put like the Serkworks Crisis.
I wish I had my little keyboard. I'd play a little little ditty on it.
We're trifocal. Oh, I thought it was like tri-goggles. It's the Frankly Phillip Show. And Procreate. Oh, because you mentioned Procreate last night.
Oh, Procreate. I know, it was when they first introduced it, I kind of thought the same thing. I thought that's kind of an odd name, and I don't even think about it now. I've sort of forgotten that, but yeah, it's kind of
yeah, especially when I'd hear Corey and Josh and Scott talking about like, I love Procreate, like bunch of perverts. What are you talking about? Like, oh, it's a program.
Even at the Apple store, when I went in the Apple store, because I had my the Apple Pencil wasn't working right on my iPad, and I went in there, and they had somebody who was like, "Oh, your Apple Pencil, do you use Procreate?" And I says, "I do." He says, "Well, waiting, we'll go over some stuff with you." And I'm like, "I know how to use the entire program inside and out." I ended up showing him how to do a couple of things. But yeah, they you go into an Apple store and you mention it to them, and they know they really promote that whole thing. I think they've got a real tie-in with Apple for that. So.
Oh, okay. Well, it is primarily an Apple app, right?
What's that?
It's an Apple app.
Procreate, it's out of Australia. They designed it specifically for the iPad and for the Apple Pencil, and I think they kind of, I don't think exactly partnered with Apple, but they have kind of a joint agreement, anyways, that program is specifically for just the iPad itself. Like it's not even on. You can't even put it on the computer. You can't. It's just the iPad.
Yeah, so I know that.
Exactly. Yeah.
What was I talking about? Oh yeah, Infinity Painter. So I know they're primarily a phone app, and you can get it on tablets, and I think for a while it wasn't available on iPad or iPhone. But I think now it is, because I think you mentioned having it.
I've had it for over a year on my iPad. It's actually a little more extensive than Procreate. It's infinite.
I really like it.
There are options in it, so yeah, they still fall short on a couple of little things, but yeah, there's definitely a few more options, and I think there's actually a pencil in there that is designed by Proco. There's actually a Proco pencil in there, so I think he kind of.
I saw that. I didn't know if he made it or it was just like, because I thought that there was like stuff named after artists, so I thought like, oh, they just kind of like emulated.
Maybe they could.
their strokes or something. So, but I know it is a Proco pencil in there, and they've got some really nice brushes that I've been trying to find them on like Trip Studio and other places, but like just the way they do it in Infinity Painter, it's like I just like it better. So it's got some really nice glow brushes, and then have like different varieties, and like it's like how much light you want to put in. So like, which I would use for I think for my first comic, that's in the now out of print anthology, or the first volume is out of print, but for Captain Courage, I have like he pops him through portals, so I would use that glow effect. Uh, so I'm just starting to find that on Clip Studio, but yeah, there's stuff I like there better, and I wish they would do a desktop version, or at least where I'm able to use the app on there, like like attach it to the phone to the tablet or something, or bigger screens. I can just work on it better. But I have it on my other tablet, and it's just like relearning to use it on a different device because I'm also used to use it on the phone.
Oh yeah, and once you go into a tablet, it spreads open and you get a whole new It's a whole new world once it's on there.
Did I miss something?
I don't.
Crikey, what do we call this here program, Bruce? Let's name it after Procreation. Other Bruce, right, Bruce.
It comes out of Australia.
I'll get it Australian.
Australia.
I'm not even kidding. You guys are a good team. I will be you of chemistry.
That's something else I could do. I've actually made about 2 or 3 pencils for Procreate. It's easy enough to do, and I've seen people actually sell like little drawing kits. I should make like a little 5-tool, and it's hard. It wouldn't take long. Like a little 5-tool cartooning kit. My like Phil's cartoon pencil tool set for Procreate, and I could make that and just put it on Gumroad or something for $5 or $10. I would be. There's no shipping involved. There's nothing like that. Just you go on there and you click it.
I like stuff like that where I don't have to really worry about it. It's just there and people order and you get it. Like I have my Gumroad. I have like the comics, digital comics on there and digital coloring books. But
you could spend an evening putting that together. That would be easy to do.
Yeah, I think I know Scott. Stuff like that for he does like extensive kits. But yeah, if you just do like oh, these are my cartooning pencils, that'll be something I think that would sell.
Chris says, are these lead pencils for your Procreate? Well, not physical lead pencils. That would ruin your iPad. But no, it has like a pencil, an inker, like a shader, another kind of funky one that makes I don't know, it makes like texture or something like that. That I've got, so I could like add a 5th one to that, and clean them, make like a little. It's like a cartoon set, something like a set of tools you could use for cartoon. I know there's like a million of them out there already, people doing that, but I could try and sell mine. Because I need money.
Where you're headed?
I could do something like that, easy. Because really, like they give you a set of tools to begin with. You can always download tools online, but sometimes you can take the ones that are there and you can alter them and change them and rearrange them in some ways, and you can make your own sets from what's there. But if I have a little set that I call like my cartooning set, I could put that on Gumroad for $5, and I could promote that on my YouTubes and on the Instagrams and all that. So I think that'd be easy enough to put together. That'd be hard. There's no print, no shipping, there's no product. I just throw it up on Gumroad.
Yeah. That might be that might be the way to go.
One thing.
That print stuff, but that would be something really. I think a lot of people would support you just because they know you, but also it's something we can promote a little bit. Like, hey, go check out this kit, and for the one that use digital like on streams, like, oh, I'm using this pencil from the Phil Chamber collection.
Yeah.
So check it out.
Jim, Phil isn't. Oh, Jim, you haven't been caught up yet. There's a specific reason I'm doing. I'm raising money right now.
Oh, I think he's just telling his brother.
Butler asked me on the yacht. He was asking for a raise.
I've had a similar conversation with my ex because she was talking about this was a couple of years ago. She was talking about money, and I think I said something about like I try not to worry too much about money, and she's like, I know for you money isn't everything, but some of us, and she's like making it sound like I'm just swimming in my vault of dollar bills and coins because there's just so many. Like, no, I'm just not. I don't try not to stress out, but yeah, I need money.
You're still gonna need it in the end of the day. You still need it to survive.
Yeah, like it's a necessity, but I try not to let that dictate everything that I do. Like just chasing things that it's gonna make a quick buck. Like I want something to be a little bit more consistent. But that's just what it is dealing with ex-wives. So you're always gonna argue about something. Jim pilfered my butler at the country club while I was beckoning to a wait person for a sandwich. A wait person. Chris is so rich, his butler has a butler. That's double butler. All right.
Butler has a butler. It's a double.
I'm so rich, my butler has a butler. My assistant has an assistant. I bought some stamps today, some wax stamps. I ordered them on Amazon, and one of them is a maple leaf stamp.
Oh, of course.
And I also bought some wax, but I got it from a separate place, Temu, so they take a little longer. But once that gets there, I'll be making maple leaf wax seals, and I have I think I have an S here somewhere. So when people order stuff from me, I'll be jazzing it up a little bit more. It's in the kitchen. But this is a cool thing. You can design your own stamp. I was like, I'm gonna make my own.
Yeah.
Their names are Chauncey and Greaves. Maybe money come in multiples is important. Yes.
I've talked about that before. Yeah, that's nowadays it's kind of especially with the internet, that's kind of the way to go about it, is to have multiple streams of income. That's kind of what I'd like to try and set up. I used to have a shop with it didn't really make anything. We didn't really promote it much either. What's it called? I can't think of the name of it. They do another one of these print on demand type services. They make shirts and they make
G-Spring.
Yeah, it was one of those, and I can't think of the name of it now. I think it started with G. I can't think of the name of it, but I was starting to do things like that. And, I'm just checking my update. I have yeah, unless you have one really good solid,
Yeah.
Which unless you have like a really good job and you're happy with that job and it makes you a lot of good money and you feel pretty secure in that job, then maybe. But I don't know too many jobs that are that secure that people are really that happy with these days. So I'm all about, like, if people want to make money online and that and they want to do YouTube, I'm all about that. I just do it right and go about it the right way. But yeah, you can do it, and it's people who do. And I think that's actually legitimate source. It's just as stable as any other job.
Like Scott was saying in his last video that he didn't want to do the this challenge and that challenge and just kind of jumping on trends. And some of those like can catch on and be viral, get your attention, but then that's what people are gonna expect. If you're just jumping challenge to challenge, trend to trend. Now, nothing wrong with challenges. I do some of them.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I just want to do like, oh, this is hot right now, so like let me jump on this. And like,
sometimes you don't necessarily want one video to go viral. That can be a little bit dangerous sometimes. If you have a video that goes viral, people kind of come to expect. So like it's like the one-hit wonder kind of thing. You have that video that does super crazy well, and if every video doesn't deliver on that, then it kind of you peter out quickly. Where it's better if you build your way up, right? You work your way upwards. You start making videos where people can kind of generally get an interest, and then they have an idea what to expect on a week-to-week basis, sort of thing. And then it's you sort of build your audience that way. And if occasionally you have one that hits better than another, then that's cool. But you at least keep your audience through that, as opposed to coming out with one crazy video that goes super popular and then you kind of crash and burn right after that. It's harder to build up from that. But
because I might alienate people with my Maplecast videos, but they can stay for the comic review videos, or it's like I try to have like different little things.
Yeah, and that's good. It kind of develops a bit of your personality as well, because when you put your face on there and you show you're an artist, and hey, you have this thing about Maple, you develop a bit of a personality, and people come to expect different things. Oh, yes. Art challenge, yeah. Those drive me crazy, and some people make them work and are really popular. I think that's after they've reached a certain point, but some of them it drives me nuts. It's not. It's challenges that. It's like what's his name does Jazza does all these things, and they drive me crazy after a while. Like, no one cares you make a picture out of like 5 markers. I mean, it's fun, you can do something like that, but I don't know. It depends on your audience, I guess. He has the audience for it. I mean, he's got 5 million subscribers, so what do I know, right? But I don't know. I ended up, I was subscribed to him for a long time, and I finally unsubscribed because I thought this is getting tiresome.
I think I unsubscribed and then I subscribed again because it did something I was like, oh, this is interesting.
You know what kind of bothered me was that I don't know why.
Because some stuff is like you can't yourself do, like, oh, that's cool, I can do this, or like, well, he has like multiple 3D printers and woodcutter printers.
He's like a 3D printer, and he's like, here, look what we can create, look what we can do, and he's saying this like, I'm not in your studio. You don't have a lineup of people waiting to make stuff on your printer. This is your printer. You're making stuff that you want with your $5,000 printer that you can afford. And then you're saying, it's our community. No, you're making your thing with your toy. no, and people just get to sit and watch. I was like a little annoyed at that, and I just was like, I'm not subscribing to it anymore. I'm so cynical about it. Frank and Phil in the mornings.
Start printing out the stickers now.
Yeah,
we can. That would be something. Slap that on
the stickers
on a
now.
sticker mule. That was a because I like to do challenges that are actually gonna help me improve, not just like, oh, this is gonna do.
Yeah,
this will be a great video. If I can get a video out of it, that's great. But sometimes like it's just that I need to work on. Like I've been doing the 6 fan arts challenge, and that's something that just like people just do it whenever. Like, and I just did my version 6 villains, but that was just more to get me out of my comfort zone, just not drawing just the same thing over and over, and also just to warm up. But I got like so many requests that I can do a whole bunch of these. But now I'm thinking like I can probably just transition these into sketch cards. And that's when you had mentioned King Ghidorah.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking like I
kind of joking when I said that, by the way.
More specific where, and that's something I've been thinking about, but like just drawing kaiju and maybe doing some kaiju sketch card. Yeah. And then you mentioned Toho was like really like, okay, because I was planning on just like, oh, you can get this Godzilla sketch card for me if you want on some Etsy. But
yeah, just keep it on the down low and just don't.
This stuff I have. You want anything? But
you need that bong sound, Christopher says. I think I can add that in Melon. I think
really
I can add that in
October, and that's something I do like
October.
to do, but I can't do it my own way. Just because
when I have time.
Yeah. Well, October.
I love October. I wish I could never be able to do it every day. That's the only thing is I can't do time just because my job and life and things happen. And it's just like, yeah, Inktober is like when I have time.
Well, I try to do October, and I think one of these years I'll do like a full month. It's just like October is just like really a busy time for me.
It is. It's Halloween. That's a big. A lot of creators, that's like their busiest time is for Halloween. People love Halloween, and that's like you see people making stuff and creating stuff and making costumes and making art. It's busier than Christmas. It's actually more lucrative than Christmas, actually.
Yeah, it is actually interesting. Every year for 8 to 9 years,
right?
Oh, but Didi's she's a beast.
Yeah.
The streams. Did you do a stream this morning, Didi? I don't know if I missed it.
I didn't check. I've watched a couple DDs, and I kind of have it in the background while I'm doing stuff, and I never kind of.
Yeah. You need that that boing sound. The boing sound.
So I think I can add that in Melon actually.
The late morning show.
No, okay, she didn't do one today.
Only Monday. Oh, okay, that's right. I should know that. I've been getting out because I watched Didi's stream. Like, I want to do that. I'm gonna get more crafty, and I've been looking at these stamp sets. Like
Monday.
I can make. I like wax seals, but I don't really have any art. It's like I can do that. So I've been buying stuff.
That's what I need to do, is get a little more of a schedule. I'll have like a day or two where I stream and a day or two where I put up a pre-made edited video, and then kind of get us set on a proper.
Which where's my sketch card portfolio? Oh, here's the cards that Chris sent me. I need to put those in my
Some of the video, those are nice. Nice detail on those.
Yeah. This is like construction paper. So I'm gonna put this.
That's good stuff, eh? Good quality.
Nice. I like this. Didi sent me something. So there's a one I did on Didi sent me. Hopper.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's cute.
Where's my looking for my sketch cards because I have something I wanted to show.
I'm surprised Vic didn't actually pop around. I thought he would have poked his head in for a minute or something, since he was on earlier.
Oh, here it is. I got all my stuff everywhere.
Raul Ramos.
It's someone was just telling me like, "Wow, Frank, you're so organized." Like I'm thinking, you haven't seen my apartment. Okay, so I had done a stream a while back where I was just drawing Captain Goggles on my tablet. I think I might have been using Infinite Painter actually. And Didi said, "Oh, that will make a great man card." So I turned it into a man card. And I the back of one of our flyers from church, but I was like, I need to send this to Didi.
Should make like a little one that looks like a driver's license with a card, and it's called Man Card with your name and
yeah,
Frank Salazar's
my man card.
Man card.
I got a few. I got. Oh, that's cool. I got these.
Very nice. Really colorful.
But yeah. Put my man cards away. So yeah, I'm gonna send this off to Didi because she's the one that said like, "Oh, put a bowling pin on him," and now he's going bowling. So it's just right.
See, I need to start making some physical things like that. I need to start making little cards again. I've got this huge stack of like all these markers. I've got some Copic markers. I got some Tombos, and then I have a bunch of Ohuhu markers that I think I might end up selling because I just got too many. But I have like a stack. You can kind of see.
Yeah.
All those black right in there on that shelf is like a huge stack of like markers in there. I thought I need to either start using them or just sell some of them off. I'm never going to use them all up in the rest of my lifetime. I've got too many of the damn things. But
okay, so this is a pet peeve of mine.
Watercolor again.
I've started to accept it. He's talking about Captain Goggles. I've learned to accept it, but it always gets compared to, is that Eggman from Sonic? No. Just kind of turned out that way. But I've learned to accept it, and all right, it's fine. Because it just kind of evolved into that when I added the coat, the red coat. But yeah, I hear that a lot.
I just got a new subscriber to my channel.
That's cool.
Skyline Nursing.
Sorry, Raul wasn't calling you out.
Comment on the amount of markers we should have. Hey, I have as many as if you're using them, load up. But the problem is I'm not using them that often. And I have so many different kinds of art supplies. Nice oil pastel. I need to use as well. I have so much stuff.
Yeah, I have some markers up here on my wall that some of them dried out without even using them because I just got them like from Wish. And I have another box here where I just put all my markers. I have a
really nice set of Tombow markers. I bought a whole bunch of them, and I should Oh, yeah, I have like a huge pile of Tombow markers. I really like Tombow. They're a water-based color marker, and I want to start using them. They're really good for when working with watercolors. If you do like a watercolor image and you want some detail, the Tombow markers are really nice for that. Or for lettering, if you want to do some fancy lettering, Tombows are great for that.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
I did a long video that was too long and kind of pointless. I did for Tombows, but I feel like I should do another one that is a little more extensive, a little more involved than the one I put up. But I love them. I got a little stack right here. And the brushes on really nice. They have a really nice brush tip I really like. But they're
oh, cool.
You get these little plastic palettes you can put down, and you put the color down. You can put the colors down on it, and then you can have one that's like a blender, and you can actually mix them, and you can transition a line into different colors, and you can add water to it, and you can kind of thin them out and then thicken the line. It's a lot you can do with them. I think people kind of get mixed up on them because they treat them like alcohol markers, and they're not. They don't mix or blend the same way as alcohol markers. They're completely different.
Okay.
So I did a video on that like 2 years ago or so or more, but probably longer than that ago. I think it's still up somewhere on my channel, but it was kind of too long and drawn out. Professional level drawing was Copic. They are expensive, but there's, if you really want Copics, there's a lot of markers, alcohol markers that are cheaper, that are just as good.
Yeah. Like Oahu is a pretty good brand.
Are
you there? Did I drop or did?
And they are refillable. They sell them in sets. They're about. Yeah, I did go up for a minute, just for a second. But yeah, Dick Blicks, they're alcohol markers. I think they're just as good as Copics. They're a lot cheaper. They are refillable. There's not maybe as extensive line, but you still get a good set of markers. And but yeah, if you're looking for like a cheaper alternative, Dick Blicks has a.
I've heard like those being mentioned. So like there's some like I want to try different ones just to see what I can get a good mix of markers. I have an online coupon for DD's Art Supplies Depot. They already have everything you will ever need.
I don't know. Come between.
Yeah. And DD recommends markers. And I still have the Posca that DD sent and the Jelly Roll, which I've been using more and more.
I use Ohuhu, then last that they don't. The hazelnut color just lasts like 20 times. That's the only with Ohuhu. Then you get best begins are like the really cheap line. Ohuhus are nice if you want something to play around with a bit. You can.
Yeah.
I have these. I was telling Frank a little bit about them. I have these Dollarama sets. For the Dollarama in Canada put out these really cheap kind of alcohol-based markers. They're really bright color. I'll say that they're really, really bright color, but they don't blend. I went to see if I can blend another color, and it actually lifted the other color right off the paper. I put a stroker over it. It didn't blend. It just lifted the other color straight off. I was like, oh, jeez. So yeah, if you're just putting down patches of color, but you're not looking to blend, they're really nice for that. But that's about it. Okay. But their Dollarama was like $4 for a set of 6 or something like that. So
I know Baby J was like talking about them. Like, so I was like, I need to get some.
Yeah, I have about 3 packs here. As I said, I'll try and send you. I've got some right back here somewhere. I can try and send you one if you want. I can send you 1 or 2 if you'd like.
Yes.
Play around with. So they're nice for those little cards if you're just doing a flat area of color, but I don't recommend really trying to do a lot of blending with them. They don't blend all that.
There are certain colors that I like for my backgrounds.
Mhm.
So that might be something. Like,
Okay.
show this one again. Like, I didn't really put a lot of background, but just to do it like colored. Your studio is so organized.
It
We were just talking about that.
kind of isn't, kind of isn't. It looks organized. We're spending some time putting it together, but it's still a little bit of a mess at the moment. It's coming together. I'm having a bit of a
here.
now.
Mine looks fine. Down,
Yeah.
I got like a pile of stuff. I got scissors. I got dinosaurs in the Bible book. I got
Yeah.
my wallet, a picture of my son. I got a political candidate. I got stuff in that, so I'm throwing this away. So
Right.
I got stuff all over here. My maple tea in my masculine mug,
Nice.
available on Anna's Teespring store.
Oh, okay. I should get a couple. I was going to get a mug made up of a couple of mugs made up of a couple of my things. I was going to do the Valentine's heart monster. I was going to do on some mugs.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I did try and do that. It was so expensive. I tried putting them up through. It was one of them I put up and tried to put up on Etsy, and it was ended up kind of like $30. And I thought nobody's going to pay $30 for a mug. So I ended up dropping Etsy. I have to find a cheaper way of doing that, but. Yeah, she knows everything is. I keep moving mine. I keep changing mine around. Then I lose stuff.
Yeah, I
don't have a bed right now, so my you can see, but I've had to put my air mattress in here for now until I get a new bed. But this will only hopefully be another couple of days, few days. I got the frame coming today, and I got to get a mattress.
Yeah.
Terry is off. All right, nice to see you, Terry. We'll definitely chat again soon. You take care.
Nice seeing you, Terry. So right now you put the anthology on hold until you get all this situated.
Until this is sorted, because I can't wrap my head around it right now while all this is going on. It's just too overwhelming for me, and I thought I'll put it. We're not. Adam,
has it officially started yet? Because I haven't seen anything about it.
Well, he bumped the official start date back a little bit. It's either I can't remember if he said April 1st or May 1st. Might have been May 1st. If it is, then it gives me a little more time. But he bumped the official start date back, so that gives me a bit of time to kind of prepare and get this all fixed and organized and but yeah, we'll once this is fixed up here, I can go back to it. And but if making prints, if doing these prints and start sending them out to try and raise a bit of money, if it goes over well enough, I don't know how well it will, but if it does go over well enough, I'll keep doing that. Like I'll keep making those and sending them out, and I can do deals for like a pack of 5 or whatever. So, and I can start making more. And Chris is out too. He has to go put his face on.
Oh, it's good.
Right, on straight.
Which
you over there, your channel, Chris.
Yeah, we'll probably hop on over there. And we
I like the last one, you did the peacock in the barber shop. That was great. I saw that this morning.
Okay.
But I might actually have to take off because I got to make some lunch. I got to finish a few things with the room. I do have a delivery that's supposed to be coming in the next hour. I got 2 of them. I've ordered a bed frame and peanut butter. Craft peanut butter is actually cheaper on Amazon than it is in the grocery store right now. Normally, it's more expensive, but weirdly, it's actually craft peanut butter. The 2-kilogram container is actually cheaper on Amazon. So I ordered some from there. It's coming today. So
All right.
I should get some lunch and finish fixing up a couple of things in my room and put a few cleaning supplies away and that they're just sitting out. So, but Phil Chandler Arts. Can I put it up in here? I don't have a spot to type. I don't know a thing to type it in, but why can't I put in a comment? That's very odd. There's no box to type in.
Yeah, it's I don't know how StreamYard works like that, because I think sometimes when people are chatting, like a guest can put something and it'll be under the channel's name.
Maybe I should have to go to the actual thing itself. Let's see if I can go on YouTube here real quick, and I'll type it in, and then I should get going.
I can type in the name in the chat. Yeah, but if you just Google Phillip Chandler, it'll pop up. There's not that many.
It's the same on Instagram. I got Instagrams and even a useless little TikTok thing, but that's kind of pointless. It's mainly Instagram and YouTube. I like to kind of try and stick to most of the time.
Oh, you're from Spain, bro? Okay. Okay, cool.
No. All right, I'm heading to Splitsville, but I will. I'll probably pop into Chris a little bit, and I might not be around as much the next couple of days. Saturday I can be. I might be around more on Saturday. So, Saturday I'm off. So all right.
Okay.
Well, thanks for inviting me on, Frank. I really enjoyed that. I'm glad I came in today.
No problem. I'm probably gonna head off too. I'll just sign off. But yeah, thanks for coming on. Thanks for jumping on.
Pleasure. Take care then, Frank. We'll talk in soon. Take care, everybody. Bye, Dee. Bye, Raul. We'll see you all soon.
Bye. All right. So let's see. I have some Spaniard blood. That's what I was saying. Sound like I have a Spaniard over here. From Brazil. Oh, cool. Let's see. Let me just check the stuff. See if there's anything I missed. Yeah, go check out Phillip Chandler's if you're not subscribed already. Phillip Chandler Arts. And Dee Willingham and Christopher Runciman. So go and subscribe to them if you're not already subscribed. And Terry Strange. All right, so I'm gonna drop off. Thanks for everyone who hopped on. Wow, I streamed for an hour. It wasn't planning on streaming that long. Thanks for everyone who hopped up in the chat, and for Phil again, thank you for coming on. Christopher Runciman, thanks again for the maple stuff. And yes, I did. It didn't last a day, but it lasted longer. And I saved the tea for last, and that was good. And so I'll probably hop on over to Christopher's stream and listen while I work on some stuff. I'm gonna actually working on doing another 6 fan arts. I'm drawing Dr. Doom, so I'm gonna get that done for today and maybe do some more stuff and catch up on some other podcasts and videos I've been looking into. All right, I think that's it. Make comics, no excuses, stay creative, and we'll see you next time. Wow.